Hello, in this video tutorial I will show you how we can raise the terrain using the building excavation to create a terrace. The terrace will straighten the diagonally surface in front of the building. You can see the diagonally surface here in the section view, and in the 3D view it's this area. In the first step, we make sure that we have selected the layer environment as active layer in all of our views. The reason therefore is that all of our next steps will be made on the environment layer. The environment layer is selected in all views, and now we will create an extrude solid to define the terrain area we will add in front of the building. Therefore, we select Construction, Extrude Solid, and Insert with Polygon. Now we have to select a surface in 3D for plane definition. Because the terrace should be horizontally, we choose in the 3D view a horizontally surface for plane definition. In our project we have a horizontally surface behind the building, seen here in the section view and here in the 3D view. The surface is marked red and we select it with a left mouse click. After it, we edit the properties of the extrude solid. Therefore, we press the right mouse button and we select Properties. We select Extrude Solid. Here we can see Add Parameter that the height is already defined with 1 meter. In our case, that's correct and we click on OK. Now we enter the extrude solid. We zoom a bit into the view. This is the first point. That's the second point. The third point. And the fourth and last point. After it, we press the right mouse button and we select Complete. The extrude solid was successfully created. We zoom the 2D view into a good position again, and in the next step we will move the extrude solid to its correct position. Therefore we select the section view and we select the extrude solid. Now we click on Move with Reference Point, which we could also select with the shortcut R. We select the reference point with a left mouse click, that's the reference point. Now we press the Ctrl key to use the angular grid. Using the grid, it's possible to move the extrude solid 100% horizontal or vertical. This is the correct position. We make a left mouse click and press the escape key afterwards. The extrude solid is now on its correct position, and in the next step we will convert it into a subtraction solid. Therefore we select the extrude solid. We press the right mouse button and select Convert to Subtraction Solid. The subtraction solid was, as we can see in the 3D view, successfully created, and we can press the escape key to end the selection. In the next step, we will calculate the volume we need to raise the terrain of our terrace out of the excavation volume of the building and the volume of the subtraction solid. Therefore, we select Terrain, Excavation, And in the first step, we select the building. Here we can see that the excavation of the building has a volume of 209.85 cubic meters. Now we select the subtraction solid, and here we can see that the excavation volume of the subtraction solid is 191.88 cubic meters, and the subtraction volume is 373.27 cubic meters. To calculate the excavation volume for raising the terrain for the terrace, we subtract the excavation volume from the subtraction volume. The result is a needed volume of 181.39 cubic meters. If we compare the result with the volume of the building excavation, which is 209.85 cubic meters, we see that there is enough excavation volume left to fill up the terrain for the terrace. Afterwards, we can close the dialog by clicking OK. In the final step of this video tutorial, we will transform the subtraction solid, only optical, into a terrace. The subtraction solid remains, we only give it a new look. First, we create a 3D surface to add a wooden surface on top of the terrace. Therefore, we select Construction, Single 3D Surface, and Insert in Plane. We select now the surface in 3D. In our case, the desired surface is the subtraction solid, and we make a left mouse click. The surface element properties open, and at the point thickness, we can change the thickness of the surface. In our example, we need 0.02 meters. We could also define the distance from plane. In our example, 0 meters is correct. And now we define the material. Therefore, we click on Tiles. We click on 2D Display for the material selection in the 2D view. And at the fill style, already pattern is selected. And a 2D pattern is also defined. We confirm with OK and OK. As you can see, the view's updated, and in the 2D view, the desired pattern is now displayed. Only the texture in the 3D view isn't correct defined yet. We could have also already defined that in the properties of the surface element, but I will show you now another way how we can do that. Therefore, we select the catalog, Textures, Materials, Wood, for example vertical, and now we select, for example, this texture and we drag it on our terrace in the 3D view. The surface of the terrace is now texturized, and in the next step we will texturize the sides of the terrace. Therefore, we go again to the catalog. We select, for example, stone, quarry stones, and we select, for example, this texture and we drag it on the sides of the subtraction solid. As you can see, the material is still a bit transparent, that's why we will edit it. we select 3D functions and edit material. We select the stone texture and we define the transparency with 0%. Now we click on the color, we select white and we confirm with OK and OK. Our terrace is now displayed with the correct textures without losing the features of a subtraction solid. Thanks for watching. For more tutorials, visit our website cadvilla.com.